From the PEP Radio Newsroom, these are the stories we are covering at this hour. USA Today is reporting that the 2024 GOP platform removed explicit mentions of same sex marriage, saying only Republicans will promote a culture that values the sanctity of marriage, the blessings of childhood, the foundational role of families, and supports working parents. When asked by NBC News if Trump planned to roll back same sex marriage, incoming press secretary Caroline Leavitt said simply, that was never a campaign promise that he made. The Supreme Court legalized same sex marriage in the United States in 2015 with the Obergefell v. Hodges ruling. In December 2022, President Joe Biden signed the Respect for Marriage Act, which passed through Congress with bipartisan support, requiring all states to recognize same sex and interracial marriages. California, Colorado, and Hawaii passed ballot measures in the November 5th election that enshrined same sex marriage protections in the state's constitutions. The National Center for Lesbian Rights urges that same sex couples do not need to fear that their marriages will be invalidated during Trump's incoming administration. The organization also pointed to a Supreme Court ruling on Pavan v. Smith after the 2015 decision that continued to uphold same-sex marriage rights. Gallup polling also shows Americans' support for legal marriage has climbed from 58% in July of 2015 to highs of 71% in May of 2022 and 2023. So even in the worst case and unlikely event that the Supreme Court tried to undo its prior ruling on marriage equality, same-sex couples would be able to marry in some states, and their marriages would be respected by other states and by the federal government. The analysis by NCLR states. The Human Rights Campaign echoed the sentiment that any efforts to overturn marriage equality would require overcoming significant hurdles and encourage those concerned about protecting their families to consult with an LGBTQ+ family law attorney. Put simply, marriage equality is the law in the United States, and it is highly unlikely that it will vanish within the next 4 years. LGBTQ Nation is reporting that Fox host Sean Hannity and anti-trans activist Riley Gaines railed against a new Google shopping ad featuring a non-binary influencer, claiming the company is sure to lose money the way Bud Light did for working with trans influencer Dylan Mulvaney in social media partnership. Did Google ever hear of Bud Light? Hannity asked Gaines. Did they not watch what happened to Bud Light? Did they not ever hear the phrase, go woke, go broke? Because it seems like they're not getting it. After the beer brand paid Mulvaney to post a video featuring a custom beer bearing an image of her face, anti-LGBTQ+ conservatives called for a boycott of Bud Light's parent company, Anheuser-Busch. Mulvaney was subjected to a torrent of harassment and transphobia online and in person, and Anheuser-Busch's tepid response to both the attacks on Mulvaney and the boycott led the Human Rights Campaign to remove the company from its Corporate Equality Index. After angering both liberals and conservatives, the beer brand lost billions of dollars. Gaines replied to Hannity that Google did a great job if their goal was to make Americans frustrated and to lose money, but also said she is feeling hopeful now that several companies have announced they are rolling back their diversity, equity, and inclusion programs. She also referred to Mulvaney in Bud Light's ad as a man dressed as Audrey Hepburn. The Google shopping ad that they're now enraged by is a 24-second spot with TikTok star Cyrus Vasey, who is shown searching for skincare products. Conservatives have freaked out on social media since Vasey has a masculine-sounding voice and is wearing traditionally feminine clothing. A statement from Google defended the ad. Everyone likes to find a good deal and save money. That's why we're promoting Google Shopping as the best way to do that. To put it in perspective, this was a single sponsored Instagram post representing a fraction of a percent of a much wider Google Shopping campaign. For more information about the stories that we share, be sure to check out the PEP Radio page on the Pennsylvania Equality Project website, paequality.com. Be sure to download the Live 365 app to take Pep Radio with you wherever you go. If you're watching on YouTube, be sure to subscribe to our channel. That's the news at this hour. Now back to more music on Pep Radio.